Okay, I thought I'd show you the finished product of the ceiling. So basically, I couldn't paint the entire ceiling black in here. First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. I'm the creator of Supreme Ambient Light Rejection Screen Paint using ambient light rejection technology gain. So as I said before, I couldn't paint the ceiling in here in the living room. So keep in mind, we have two different forms, actually three different forms of that rear technology screen paint. And to get the ceiling to jump a little higher, to get it to be able to produce a better image, instead of painting it black like I have in here, what I decided to do was actually use our crystal clear coating. So we make a crystal clear coating that's designed for glass windows. I decided to coat the ceiling. About last week, I did a coat job on the ceiling. So that way I wouldn't have to change the ceiling color. I could keep it clear, but with the coating, it allows for the projectors to be able to produce better color and to make the stars pop a little better. So there's actually an invisible coating on the ceiling right there, because like I said, I want to change the color of the ceiling. Where in here, the ceiling is black and I'm running my projector off of it right there. I decided to keep my projector over here to do my demonstration. I just play with this screen a little bit in here. So that clear coating is pretty good. Like I said, if you want to put an invisible screen up, most people just use it for basically glass, rear projection for advertising. But this right here can be used for installing a screen just in case if you don't want to change the color of your ceiling. Here I am running my, I'm going to actually order a Chromecast today, and I'm going to swap out the Chromecast for the Fire Stick, because the Fire Stick, like I said, runs independently. I don't have to run my phone through it, and I don't have to worry about my phone dying. And on top of that, I like to listen to my Christian music on my phone, and I can't do that if I am running YouTube through here to advertise on the, or not advertise, but to display on that screen right there on the ceiling. All right, so I'll show you the circuit board gaming room, which I'm just about done. I actually have the corners to do, and then once the corners are completed, I can start working on the floor again. I really like this in here. This is pretty cool. So I figure, you know, it's more than enough. You need a projection screen on your ceiling too, which I can't wait to finish. Actually, this room is already finished. What am I doing? I'm not doing any more work in here. This is done. But I thought it'd be nice to put the projector back in. As you can see, because the screen's black, it's not producing any white light onto the walls. All that's being captured in by the black screens. All right, so I'm going upstairs to my gaming room, and I'm going to show off my circuit board right there. So the staircase lights were removed due to the fact that they were conflicting with the lights upstairs. I found out things about the LED lights that were pretty interesting. So I have to put new LED lights down here, which I'm gonna order tonight, and they're going to be on a different frequency, so they won't interfere with the lights down here. So I have to redo these again. So I'll order those tonight and get those out of the way. All right, so let's show you the circuit board, which I'm working on right now. So there's the floor. So there's a system how I had to do this. I think I have all these lights showing correctly. All right, and I see something that definitely fell that needs to be fixed. So let me go get my chair and my stand. Because something fell over in there. I'm gonna have to fix right now. Oh, I absolutely love it down here. That's the reason why I can sleep downstairs. Got another galaxy popping up over there in that corner right there. Oh, this is freaking cool, I'm telling you. All right, we're going back upstairs. All right, so I'm going to come in here. I see something needs to be fixed. Over here. Careful, I put chairs at me now. I have the floor gridded out the whole floor. Okay, so we got it hooked up. You come down with this. You're supposed to be all the way over here. I don't know how you're hanging up with that to begin with. Alright. Let's get you in there. And let's get you connected to this. Oh, there we go. Worry about you coming down again, and I'll come back in and squeeze and just get that a little better. I want to kind of tape, that Velcro tape. I need that badly. So these wires are taking care of it tomorrow. Tomorrow, insulating tomorrow, taking care of tomorrow. There we go. No hole right there for the time being. Until tomorrow, I'll come in and add the wires to hide all you guys. Okay, I don't think we have any more that popped or came down, so I'm prepared to take these down tomorrow. Get that tubing put in to hide these wires. Oh great, I'm gonna have to get some paint to repair that glass. Alright. Something came down that had to be repaired right away. All right, so let me get, these are done. Make sure I put these in one by one. So there's a system that has to be done because all these lights run off the same frequency. And just had to figure out exactly how to calibrate the lights to get them just right. So we got the bottom ones done. Let's see what we gotta do next. These go in. These go next. Alright, so we have these right here finished. These are done. These are all done right here, here, and here. These are done. And then what happened was I found out that with these lights, you can run 3 of them. That's the limit. Once you reach 4, they go dim on you. The last strip goes dim on you. So I had to run an extra power supply here. All this is going to be hidden. I just had to figure out how to actually get all these wires to sync together. Okay. Let me get this one. And then to get them all syncing blue. That's the hard part. The hard part is to get them to all sync in blue, because they will change colors on you if you plug the wrong ones in at the wrong time. So it's kind of really like a real circuit board. You have to figure out which ones are running correctly, because if not, you mess up and they will basically change colors on you. You'll have reds and blues and greens running all over the place. Let's see, I'm pretty sure I'm missing one set. Okay, so these are separately on their own power supply. These run on their own power supply. Those two right there. The lights right there having a problem. They had to run on their own power supply. And the ones you want to go with are the black ones, because the black ones will allow you to be able to clamp them right into the floor. So I'm actually right now circuit boarding the floor. You just run right back up into here. So this is what I mean by I can't remove my screens, because my screens have LED lights that run from the back of the screen back into the ceiling, into the floor. Now tomorrow, the corners right there, I'll be doing the corners tomorrow. So that corner right there is going to be done. I'm going to run that corner, because I want the whole entire room to look like it's actually in a giant circuit board. Pretty cool, huh? You know, the messed up thing about it is when I move from here, I'm going to take all this up. I'm going to rip all this up when I move from here. But at least I know how to do it. So the next house, I'm just going to do a room that's all black. I'm just going to paint the entire room all black. And I'm going to do the whole circuit grid all over again in an all black room. But I figured out how to do it now. So I had to draw me out a map on how to change lights. So they're all not going at the exact same time. They're all going in different directions. And then there's a problem with the remote controls conflicting with each other, because that happens too. So what happened was the lights on the staircase had to be removed, but for some reason they were triggering these lights off here. So what I'm gonna have to do is I have to get separate lights for the staircase downstairs, because so they don't trigger these off. I want to do something that comes back into here. So what I think I'm going to do next, I'm going to build me a power, like a kind of power nuclear generator or something like that. Or even cooler, I can build me a fish tank PC that looks like a nuclear reactor. And I can make sure I plug all this stuff here that generates into that one section. I give it a slow pulse. In order to do that, I'll have to have a separate set of lights different from these that'll give off a slow pulse, like the reactor's actually charging the whole entire thing. That's a circuit board. And look how the case is coming. Case is glowing in the dark. I still got to finish that off. I've been putting that off for the last couple of days. I got to get that done and get it finished and get it out of the way. So I'm going to do my retro gaming on that. Wish you can come back even farther so you can see the floor. That'd be pretty cool. So that's what I learned. When you run these lights, if you run more than 4 of them, they dim. Near the end, they start to dim. So you have to run a separate power supply for, I think, every 3 you can run. Once you reach 4, you're going to have to run another power supply in there. You're going to have to. Or you're just going to have all kinds of problems. It's just not going to work. I forgot I disconnected my PS4 the wrong way. I think I'm gonna do the ceiling too. I'm just gonna grid the whole room. Literally just gonna grid the whole room. Order 4 sets of lights, so that should pretty much get the corners done. And then once the corners are done, I'm gonna actually start working on the ceiling. And so I'm gonna put small little traces into the ceiling. That's basically about it. The landlord wants to know if I'll keep it this way. I'm like, nah, because I'm not gonna be here. I'm just gonna basically buy the place for a friend, but I don't know if she wants this in here, to tell you the truth. I don't think she does. I just have to do it all over again. This time I could buy, I know how many lights it would take to do it, but then again, I don't know how big the room will be. But I know next time I'll probably do the room in all black. Either all black or all white. And as for switching the colors over, no, they're in blue for good. Like literally, they're going to be in blue for good. Because if you hit one switch, they trigger off in different directions. And it's a pain in the neck to get them back. I literally had to unplug certain lights to actually activate other lights to get them to work. Where's the controller? I'm definitely going to do Tron. I have to do Tron here since I just did all the lights in here. I got to do Tron. Can I step on lights? No. All right. I'm going to LED light my PS. When I get my PS5, I'm going to LED light the daylights out of it. Yes, I am. Yep. I'm going to LED light the daylights out of it. I might do a whole entire stand. Oh, you know, that ain't a bad idea. I should turn the stand into a freaking nuclear reactor. I'm going to have it placed on. And have all the lights in here just joining into that one area and just have it going like boom, boom, boom. That would be hot. That would definitely be hot. I'm Oh, I think there's some sound with this. And my soundbar is not on. Let me see what's going on. Okay, I know there's a Bluetooth in here. I'm going to have to do the floor a little better right there. I'm definitely put them right there in front of the floor. This is sick. more sets of lights and I'm done. The one's coming in now, I'll be finished, I'll be complete. That's enough of that for me. With all the stuff I have to do every single day, I don't even get a chance to enjoy the theater rooms that I build. You know that? I never get a chance to enjoy the rooms that I set up. You know how much time I spend in this room? Probably one day out of a week. That's it. You would think. Most people think, oh, you got a nice setup. You got this, you got that. Man, you've got to be up here watching movies every day. Yeah, right. When would I have time? Look at that. Okay, it's over there glowing in the dark. See all those lights coming on right now? That's my neighbors right there. Every last one of them will turn their lights on to watch my screen. They can see my screen from their little living rooms. They can see my screen going off. All these lights flashing in the room. Every last one of them. All these series is what I'm working on. This is the next room I'm going to be doing next. I'm hooking that room up. So I figured I'd get some LED lights in there. This is my most favorite part of the house. This is the part that I love the most. I got a clear coat. I told you I covered the ceiling with a clear coating. We got an invisible 12, and that's coated to the ceiling because I'm not painting the ceiling black. I got the projector over there running in the corner now. See, that's the one thing I told you about, and a lot of people like to hear it, but it's true, man. Black technology, there's nothing reflecting. Only thing you see is my LED lights. Screen captures all the light, doesn't push any light any place out. It just stays on the screen. So I got a combination of different lights to pull off the universe on my ceiling. Actually, not a lot to do. This one right here, you really don't need it, to tell you the truth, but I have it, so I use it. That one right there was $100. That's the, you if you go on Amazon and you just type in the keyword under, oh, that's pretty hard to look at. You type in under the keyword projector galaxy. That's all you got to do is type in. Tons of them come up. I mean, tons of them come up. And this one right here was $100. That's the first one I purchased. It's pretty good. That one on the end right there, that's the Bliss. The Bliss is the one actually giving out the really blue lights right here. That's the Bliss right there. And then you see all those little lights right here? That's coming off the laser right there. It does a little green lights in between that flicker on and off nice and slow. And then I got another Bliss right there set up for that solar system over there. And then this one right here on the end, this one was around 20 bucks. That one actually gives off the blue Bliss at the same time, but it also gives off these little sparkles of light in between that move. You see they twinkle a little bit. I don't know if I'm gonna put that up there so you can see that. I kind of got a bit of a twinkle to them. And then right here, this is the best projector of all of them. This one cost me $39. Okay, I'm gonna get back here. I don't want to get you with the laser. This one is the best one. This is the one that produces all the stars moving, and it produces that red and green mixture right here. It's supposed to be a little green in there. Hold on for a minute. I'm gonna see what's going on with my that runs off a remote control. So I should be able to change the colors with that one in different modes. There we go. It's supposed to have a little green in there. I was like, where's the green at? So it's supposed to be some green and red mixing around, Get a more crazy atmosphere. That is the best one. That one cost me $39. When I first purchased it, it comes with a nice remote control. When I first purchased it, it got a lot of nice reviews. A lot of people said it was fantastic. It's beautiful. And I got it here and I like it. One of the things you gotta worry about, not worry about, but coverage. How much coverage you're gonna get out of it. But if you overlap them, like project one projector after another on top of each other, you get this crazy looking universe. Now you see how that star brightens up, how it shoots through? That's from the Galaxy projector. The Galaxy projector is going to cost you the most. That's the one that's going to cost you a good $100. You can throw some LED lights around it, and there you go. This is where I'm at most of the day. I wonder if my lights changed in the kitchen. They did. I got to swap out the kitchen lights too, because the kitchen lights, the ones on the cabinets, they've been having some problems where they've been changing on their changing if I hit a remote control. So I'm going to change these out for the same ones I have down here and here. That's when I have to change those out. These right here, I'm going to put these in the office. And then these in here are battery powered. Because I can't run LED lights in here because I don't have any switches for any power. So I got those right there. There's a run off batteries right there. There's a battery pack in there that runs off. So because I don't have the outlets and I don't want to run any cords around here. So I want to keep that area just like this. So that's all that's for. Batteries last pretty long, good time. But those are going to be changed out. It's the Miami Vice kitchen. And like I said, really easy project to do. You don't have to rip out your ceiling, put a whole bunch of optic fiber lighting and all that crazy stuff in. Just overlap your ceiling with a bunch of these lights. And there you go. And if you notice that the star that moves around, those lights that move around, none of them actually disrupt the screen at all because that black screen absorbs that light. I'm glad I bought the projector back in. I really am. I'm glad I bought the projector. I took it out to run some projector lights in here, but I'm glad I left that in there because my main concern is watching when I do like the abstract art. The first thing I'll get some kind of political or commercial or something pop up, but I keep forgetting I have freaking Netflix, and Netflix has this thing called TV art. So basically it just shows hours and hours of uninterrupted nature scenes and underwater scenes, and I can just play that constantly all the time. So this projector right here, I just ordered. I'm swapping out the Chromecast on the back of this projector on the floor, and I'm going to get a Fire Stick, another Fire Stick. And the reason why I like the Fire Sticks is because if I use the Chromecast, I have to occupy it with my phone. If my phone dies or basically the battery dies, that means I can't run anything. Where with the Chromecast, the content is already there, and all I have to do is just talk and speak on anything I want. It'll bring it up, and that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to put a Fire Stick right in there. I'm just going to have to mark my Fire Sticks to figure out which one are which because I do get them mixed up quite a bit. As a matter of fact, let me go change the scenery for this one. This, I have to go into my phone and do it and change it out. Where if I had this with the Fire Stick, I can just speak and ask for what I want. So I'm gonna come over here and change out my to something else. I think this time I'm going to do the dolphins. I like doing the dolphins. They got any whales on here? I wonder if they got whales. They got big whales on here. So I'm changing it out now. This is called movie art. This is movie art that they have on Netflix. Just hours and hours and hours of this beautiful artwork or displays or whatever, however you want it. That's the one I want right there. And believe it or not, I don't even spend any time in here. I put the screen out, I put the projector in, the whole 9 yards, set the area up. I'm never in here. Never in here. I'm always, the only place you will find, the only screen that I use the most is that one right there. That's the only one that I use. But this one right here, no, I just have it on for the sake of just having it on. So I can just have, I I can have just something playing in the background or just something to look at as I'm walking through. And for the person who asks how expensive is my electric bill, it's a car payment. That's what it is. Literally, it's a car payment. I lied to you not. My electric bill is high, very, very high. I run the LED lights don't use that much power, but it's the projectors and everything else I have in the house that eat a lot of power. So the LED lights don't use that much power. Something I did learn that for tests, that the LED lights that I have in the hallway, and the hallways do have LED lights in them, those LED lights use less power and they're actually brighter than the hallway lights. So I'm actually going to swap out all my lights that I have upstairs that I'm using that are in the ceiling for those LED lights, which are brighter, and I can also remote control and change the setting the way I want to, where my hallway lights, when I turn them on because I don't have built-in dimmers in them. I think the only one that has a built-in dimmer is that one over there, and that's it. So it doesn't cost me a lot of money just to run those lights because they're very bright upstairs, but those are the ones I'm actually going to swap out. The two other rooms and maybe my office, I'll put some lights in there for the time being for that, because it's cheaper. But I see more and more people, a lot of you not, I see more and more people, I start watching people put LED lights in, and there's more and more people now that are doing their homes like this. That kind of LED light world, fantasy world, I don't know, a lot of people are into it now. But I decided to just take it a step farther. Because in the morning, I'm not that stressed out. But at the end of the day, I need to freaking relax at night. And nothing relaxes me more than just walking around the house and seeing giant whales projecting off the ceiling and turning the entire ceiling into a galaxy star system. But not expensive to do. Very cheap to do. I'm gonna stop moving the camera around so much so you can enjoy the view. I'll bring it back just a little bit more so you can capture the whole universe at play. I think the next project I'm looking for right now, I'm looking for one that does shooting stars. I thought the one that I had for 20 bucks did it, but it didn't. And I may have to pay a little more money. I may have to pay almost $200 to get that projector that does those shooting star effects. But that's what I want. And maybe a little bit of orange, and I would love to have some little oranges in there too. But the shooting star, I definitely want to put in there. A few of those would be nice. So I'm probably going to add a couple more projectors. And by the way, the projectors don't use a lot of power. They don't. They're really low lumen projectors. They don't use a lot of power. Tell you one thing, you put one of these in your kids' room and they will never complain. Matter of fact, they might go to bed early just to sit here and stare at this. I like this little section right here. And I wish I had a curved screen for this, just sort of nice. That's what I'm gonna do. I think when I get the other house, I'm gonna just dedicate one room for just a circuit board, and the other one I'm just gonna dedicate to just turn that room into like a whole entire outer space exhibit. Now there, in that room, I may put a 200-inch curved screen in there for that one, but I'm gonna have somebody come in and do that. I can build a curved screen. I mean, buying and coding a curved screen, I'll probably get something like a silver ticket and get one of them, like a huge curved screen, maybe a 200-inch in there. But I'm gonna have to bring somebody in to basically do the warp software for that, because that's gonna be some work right there. So I have to bring in a programmer to do that for me, to just basically do the warp software so it blends on in. And if I do that, I'm probably, like I said, I'm probably gonna have a few of those Dell 5000 lumen projectors running through the house, and maybe I want to get one of the Christie's. The Christie, I gotta have a Christie ultra short throw projector. I need to see what that's like. But I do want those, the Dell. I want two of those. All right, people. Well, this has been real relaxing to you all. Like I said, go on Amazon. Just type in galaxy projectors, star projectors. They come up. They're pretty cheap, pretty reasonable. And hold on for a minute, let me pop my lights on real quick so you can get an idea of exactly what you're going to be looking for. All right, so this right here is the Bliss projector right here. Bliss Sky projector, that's one of them. You know what to do? I'm about to put the links in for you guys. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put links in for you. I'll put the links in tomorrow because I'm going to get some rest. But I'll put the links in tomorrow. And that way you can just click on the links and you know exactly where to go and where to buy the projectors at. Let's see. Get that song. Oh yeah, it's stuck in my head. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to relax. I got to go order some stuff for the kitchen because I'm doing the kitchen all in Miami Vice. Yeah, this whole section, I'm gonna do it all in Miami Vice. I'm gonna get the palm trees, the whole 9 yards, everything. I even picked out something pretty cool for the table. Something really bright, really crazy, fruity color to it. Something pretty cool and all. But I'm doing the whole entire kitchen in Miami Vice. And I get 2 Chromecasts, not 2 Chromecasts, I get another Fire Stick. Another Fire Stick for the ultra short throw projector. So that way I can play my Miami Vice theme song on that screen over there. I'm gonna do the whole kitchen all Miami Vice. Kind of reminds me of Grand Theft Auto, it really does, Vice City. Okay, thank you all for your time. Hope you have a wonderful day. I gotta go, and God bless.